Today's story begins with this terse email. Urgent, do you need a loan to pay off bills or start up business? Now, some of my scam baiting videos are long. This one will be different. Our journey from scam to meltdown takes place in less than 25 emails. This series is going to be called Scam Bites, the scam baiting you can eat between meals without ruining your appetite. So the email purports to be from Swift NG, which is not a financial institution, but the reply to email was just a Gmail address. I replied, this could be useful. How does it work? The scammer responded with this delightful template email in the courier font, including this application form, which asks for all of my personal details. I replied, many thanks for coming back to me so quickly. There are still a couple of questions you might be able to clear up. Firstly, I was replying to a loan marketing invitation from Swift NG, which company I think I have heard of before. I have not heard of Muthoot Loan Finance before. Are you working on behalf of Swift NG? Nextly, I actually need a loan in Congolese franc. Is that possible? Finally, the purpose of the loan is a rather sensitive matter. Will it still be approved if I leave that section of the form blank, or just make up some other purpose to write in there? Many thanks in advance for your assistance. Kind regards, Monica Flange. The unnamed scammer replied, your mail was well received and acknowledged as well. It's funny how commonly scammers do say that. As for the Swift NG, yes is our networking, which is under Muthoot Loan Finance Company, and we offer loan worldwide. Lastly, I would advise you to fill out the loan application form that was sent to you by this company in order to be able to process your requirement as soon as possible. I just said, you didn't answer all of my questions. The scammer said, I have answered all of your questions and I wonder what else again you are asking. And if you really need this loan, I advise you to fill out the application form that was sent to you some days ago. So to clarify, I replied, you did not answer one of my questions. In my earlier email, I mentioned that the purpose of this loan is quite sensitive and I would not feel comfortable divulging it on the form. Should I leave this part of the form blank, or shall I write something else in there? The scammer insisted, my dear, in a company there has never been a place where you will seek for a loan fund and leave the loan application form blank. Without the loan application form, how can the company process your loan request? Kindly fill the loan form so that we can be able to treat your request properly. I said, are you even reading what I write? It's just the purpose of loan part that I do not wish to divulge. The scammer relented and said, since that is your wish, is okay. So I saw an opportunity here. I said thanks, and I asked, are there any other parts of the form that are not mandatory? My privacy is important to me. Annoyance now starting to show, the scammer responded, every part is mandatory, just I don't want to stress on the purpose of loan, as you stated you wouldn't want to divulge, so I'm letting you off that part for your safety, as you have stated, and every other part is mandatory, okay. Kindly fill the application form and send back to us, or urgent processing ASAP. Now I felt that was a bit abrupt, so I said, you're being quite rude. Are you new to this role? May I remind you who is the customer here? Temperature rising, the scammer now said, do you need a loan from this company or are you here to give orders all because you are a customer and they said customers are always right, isn't? This is problem. I am having some Africans who came to our company to seek for a loan assistant. If you really need this loan, I will advise you to fill out the loan application form and revert back to us for urgent processing. I forged ahead and I said, none of that made very much sense. Why are you telling me about Africans now? Yes, I do require a loan. But is this the sort of customer engagement I can look forward to during the repayment period? The scammer tried to put me in my place by saying you're requesting for a loan and you need to act politely, not you telling me if I am new in this role because I have a lot of customers and working on their loans in this company, so I received several series of complaint and attitude. Please, if you really need a loan, kindly do the needful as stated doc that we can proceed without further delay. I put on a conciliatory tone and said, okay, perhaps we can all calm down about this. I just have one further question before we proceed. Is that acceptable? The scammer said, what is it? I asked, I was just wondering whether your mother would be most ashamed about you being a criminal or more ashamed that you're not very good at it. Which do you think? And now we arrive at the point of meltdown. Here it comes. Just take a look at your ugly self and your generation will be happy about your dead life. Misguided element. Unsecond size. Now it took me a moment to figure out what unsecond size might mean, but then it clicked. The scammer was trying to write uncircumcised. So can you figure out what word comes next after uncircumcised? Sorry, unsecond size. Is it infidel? Heathen? Scumbag? Nope. It's illiterates. Unsecond size illiterates. I think I actually like irony all the more when it's unintentional. Anyway, to continue. With your low-life words, I notice how useless your low life is. And for your information, never you contacted this company again, or I will have your mail spammed. So was that going to be the end? Well, not quite. I replied, you didn't answer my question. The scammer ended the conversation with, get lost and burn in hell. You have no useless question here, you low-life bastard. Nice. I tried to come back, but the scammer had by now blocked me. I think that's actually what he meant by threatening to spam me. He just didn't reply anymore. So that's all for now, although we will play with this same scammer again in a future video, under a different alias. Hope that was entertaining, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.